What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode of my Path to Power. I do apologize for the lack of an upload yesterday, but I got busy streaming and I got the game, and you guys know how it goes sometimes when you get it and you just want to jump right into it. And that's exactly what I did, and I apologize if I sound a little bit different. I'm not even going to lie. I think it's actually from yelling at the refs on FIFA 15, from yelling at some of the calls in this game, or mainly from pro clubs though, because some of it was just absolutely bewildering. But all in all, I guess it wasn't bewildering. It's all in like good fun for me. But the title of this episode is Penalty. And you're going to see exactly why coming right up here. This is going to be a heavy gameplay oriented episode. As far as trading and stuff goes, I think some people actually took my advice that I dropped a trading video not too long back, where I said if there's going to be a player that has an inform this week, go ahead and pick up his rare gold card from last week, and you will be in pretty good shape to make a few coins. An old rat tail there picks up a penalty, Mr. Palacio. Little stop, turn, and he gets cleaned out, and that's through his left foot, so I would call that a penalty. I actually got tweeted not too long back, said, Japes, the refs gave way too many penalties in this game. And I actually don't think that they do. I think for the first time in seemingly a little while, the refs are giving penalties like for stuff that might actually be penalties. And not just like the ones that are definitely penalties. It's the ones that, yeah, that could be, I could see that being a penalty. And I think that's mainly because people are really clumsy defenders right now. You have to be really careful in your own box using your tackle button. And when I refer to the tackle button, I'm going to refer to it generally as RB. Because for those of you guys that don't know, I switch my tackle button and my second man press. So my tackle button is right bumper and my second man press is B. And if you're on PlayStation, I believe I switch the circle and R1 buttons while defending. And that's just because I like calling the second man press and then trying to slot the second defender that I control into passing lanes to create interceptions. And I was just hitting A straight forward. Come on, Japes. You're better than that. You're better than that. Those are killer goals to give up, especially when you're up. You get that 2-0 lead, you're feeling good about things, and you just give up something so sloppy. It changes your whole mentality about how, you think of your lead, and all of a sudden the game feels like you're not in control anymore and it's not going your way. And when a few minutes later you manage to block it and then you just make an errant, terrible pass and Andre Schürrle just curls one in from 25 yards out like it's nothing. Ref. And obviously the ref has nothing to do with that. That's just poor play for me. And this game, so having played like a multitude of games yesterday, this game is not forgiving if you lose the ball in the midfield or your final third. You will get punished. And it's not going to be pretty for you, and you're not going to be happy about it. And I went on a nice little win streak on my stream yesterday. I think now I'm up to, on my main account, I think I've won, or maybe won 20 games. Yesterday, I think I won 20 games, drew 1 or something like that. So I've got some pretty decent teams, though. And if you guys are interested in that, I do stream quite frequently on my twitch.tv channel, which is www.twitch.tv/AirJapesFIFA. If I'm not live when you decide to go check it out, you can click that follow button and it will shoot you an email when I do go live. So I imagine that I will be doing that later on today as well. But I promised a double upload for Path to Power, because I was unable to get one up yesterday. So 4-2 is that one, or 4-2 the score now, and there's just been way too many goals. And it's because, and I've been conceding a lot of goals, but I think I've finally found a formation that works for me. And that's not to say that I don't think there are multiple good formations this year, but for what I kind of have liked doing so far, and this guy's I don't know if he's AFK or what he's doing, but I decided to give Fernando Torres another goal. He needs the confidence, doesn't he? Come on, boys. He needs the confidence now at Milan, and not with our club, though, but he is rage quit on out, so I don't know if that's the first or second rage quit of Path to Power, but it's good to see one of those in there. It makes me feel good about my FIFA abilities. And we are on our way forward. So because there are a lot of goals in that match, and there are a lot of goals in this next match, this is going to be really just a 2-match episode, which is okay. I prefer maybe get 3 matches in or show you guys some squad building trading in that. But sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, and you got to roll with what the gameplay gives you. I'm going to talk about Matty Fernandez, 5-star skiller. He just doesn't do it for me. And this team, You'll see a few more games with it, but undoubtedly, now that I've figured out which formation I think I like a little bit better, which is a formation that'll yet to be named, but those, actually not yet to be named. Those of you guys in my live stream will know the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow version, I think is really, really good this year. And I'm having a lot of success playing it. So this team will undoubtedly be switched up to something like that, which is actually great because the weakest part about this team is the wingers. And there are so many good central midfielders in the Serie A. I'll be really able to, I should be able to do some nice things, some good things with that. Hopefully I can get the likes of Hernandez, and I've obviously got Borja Valero who's slot in perfectly, but Hernandez, Nangolan, Pjanic, just a plethora of players, Freddie Guarin, that will fit the bill for what I want to do with that central midfield role. So we're on to the next match, and this is a nice little sequence. And this is what I'm talking about with people being kind of clumsy defenders, just going in for tackles. Like, he just goes in with the right bumper. He doesn't jockey. He doesn't contain. He doesn't show me to the end line or, keep me pushed outside like you're taught to do, even at the youth levels. Shepherd him away, stay between him and the goal. It's really, really simple stuff. And people just go straight in for the tackle because it's a video game and they want to get the ball back. And I'd had it for a while. And this is something that I see happen all the time. If you hold possession pretty nicely, people are going to get frustrated and they're going to foul you. And if you manage to get that foul when you're in their box, you're going to be in good shape. I thought I was a little bit lucky on that penalty, but the 1-1000, 2-1000 technique does seem to work for the most part, unless, of course, they shuffle their feet, which I can get into further at a later episode when I get a penalty blocked, which will undoubtedly happen at some point. But right now, I'm shooting 100% from the spot, and he just throws a nice over-the-top through ball. I did not turn around and track it well with Juan Jesus. And that is a very, very easy finish for him to get before halftime. I'm trying to touch on a few things that I've seen a lot of comments about. Some of it's a sketchy goalkeeping, and I have like really mixed feelings about that. And how about that for a ball? And there's no penalty right there, but look at Kyle Walker. He just comes in and he cleans me out. And I don't blame him for going for the slide in that tackle, but let's think about what happens when you slide there. If he manages to cleanly take the ball and knock it away, there's like a pretty strong chance he's not getting to the back of his own net anyway. So I'm really not sure what the play was for him right there, but I definitely don't think that it was this slide tackle. Like, what is he going for? But that's kind of the way it is. So the sketchy goalkeeping, a lot of it is keepers. A lot of the problem comes from, I think, keepers going to ground really, or kind of guessing and going to ground pretty early. And now I don't actually, as of right now, this is probably going to change at some point. Later on down the road, I'm probably going to get fed up with it and lose like a really close game, something like that, and just get sick of it. But for right now, I don't really mind it. It actually, the keeper's movement and reactions actually feel pretty realistic to me. So when a keeper goes and like kind of jumps out as he's, chasing the one-on-one breakaway and it just goes under his legs, you see that happen on Sundays or Saturdays and Sundays quite a lot, and I have no problem with that happening. How about this touch from Wilson Plo? The sprint touches, and near post is OP. That's what I'm going to leave you with this episode. Near post is, I don't know if it's broken, but it's really, really strong, and I get to say near post is OP again, which I'm thrilled about for those of you guys that have been around for a really long time. So I can yell at the ref, I can scream about near post being OP, and there are just a lot of things that make me smile playing this FIFA so far. So I hope you guys are having the same experience. Let me know what you think on my Twitter at AirJapesFIFA. So tweet me and let me know what you think is going on here. But that is where we're going to close out this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.